Amicus briefs with the Supreme Court, arguments made by third parties in support of both sides. They include dozens from other schools that support affirmative action.
Most of us in the cheering section from the University of Texas, that's what that weight of amicus briefs is. That's what it is. That's us saying, all right, we're happy to be on your side. We'll sit in the stands and we will root like hell for you to win.
There is also a brief from a group that's especially close to this issue, the family of Heman Sweat.
Our family was chosen by Heman Sweat in this regard because it was one night at a church, as I understand it, that he said, when nobody else would, oh, I'll do it, and stood by his word. And I'm very proud of him for that.
This time, they are on the university's side.
I don't know that we have any great part to play in what the university is or does, but we're happy to do anything, as I've said, that will further the goal. We're not there yet, but we're getting there.
We'll hear argument this morning in case 14981, Fisher versus the University of Texas at Austin.
The Supreme Court heard Fisher's case again on December 9th.
Well, the issue in this case is not whether the university can have holistic review.
Correct.
The issue is whether they can have, as a component of holistic review, after they have taken into account other characteristics that are not dependent on race, they can add race as an additional characteristic.
95 minutes of in-depth questions from the justices and intense arguments from both sides.
This case for us, for the University of Texas, is important in defending this concept that students benefit from a diverse educational experience. Students come from a community, they come from a neighborhood, they come from a city, but they're going to go out into the world. And the world has many different types of people with many different backgrounds and many different life experiences. And part of higher education is preparing our students to work and be successful and live with a variety of people.
For President Finbez, that's a lesson reinforced by the university's segregated past and by our country's current events.
Colleges and universities have long been addressing questions surrounding race and ethnicity. The heightened attention to these issues over the past few months reminds us this is ongoing importance.
I think we're having a very hard dialogue in this country about the use of race in various arenas.
For Edward Bloom, the same events suggest a different lesson.
It is time now to put racial classifications and racial preferences behind us in our public life. And I think that would go a long way to perhaps ending some of the polarization that we've seen in the last 3 years. Remember, it's hard to make an argument